Good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, yes, good evening. 要讲话了，不睬我了，我伤心了。So tonight I'm going to talk in Chinese. Actually, most of you speak English, right? You understand English? Everybody understand English? You want me to speak in English or Chinese?
English.
No, come on, it's not fair. I'll speak half and half, okay?
You're here speaking Indian.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll translate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I cannot speak a Native American language. And I'm most welcome, Chief, not William, Chief
Lazor.
Joseph, right?
Lazor.
Chief Lazor. Yes. Thank you for coming. I'm very honored.
Yeah.
Yes. So, so I'm going to start. So today's topic actually is about what on earth is Buddha. Not what is Buddha. Who is Buddha? Everybody knows. But I'm going to talk on what is Buddha. Okay? So because it's strange that some people see that we are bowing down, seemingly idol worshipping. But we are not idol worshipping. Okay? We are not idol worshipping. So why do we say that we are not idol worshipping? First, we must come to understand what is Buddha. Many people think Buddha was human being, so they like to study historical Buddha. 要读要念，人家读学的都是这个古时候的这位佛啊，这位佛陀就是释迦牟尼佛啊。可是我今天不是来讲的，就不是来讲释迦牟尼佛。I'm not talking about historical Buddha. I'm just talking generally. What is Buddha? Because if we do not know what is Buddha, then that's the end of Buddhism. First of all, we must understand Buddhism is not a religion. You don't have to convert. Okay? You don't have to convert, because the moment you feel the need for your own liberation, you automatically want to receive refuge, which is the beginning of your own journey to light up your own path, your own life. Now this is very important because everybody wants to put a personality to a god. Like in China, they pray to different Taoist gods. So every god has a face, has a look, has a personality. And I have actually done tests myself. They said, this is a medium, and this is the medium of this god. Right? This god called San Cai Tong Zi, or Shunu Nosam. Okay? So there is this god. And so, I go to this temple, I ask, this god's personality is like that. I go to another temple and I ask, that god's personality is like that. So, over here, we are not talking about a personality of a Buddha. This is very important. Which means to say, when you come to study or to train in Buddhism, the main thing right now I'm saying is we should come to train in the practice of Buddhism, not to intellectualize Buddhism. Because there are so many intellectuals these days, right? I think in China, so many intellectuals. 在中国国内就是叫做知识分子嘛，And so, if we come to a Buddhist temple, so what are we to expect? First of all, we must understand Buddha himself said, this practice is to bring about our own awakening. This practice is not about honoring me as God. So therefore, people ask Buddha, are you God? He said no. Are you human? He said no. Then what are you? Because people know, who are you? Who were you? They know him. He was, historically, he was the heir to the throne of the Sakya kingdom. So what that could be studied, what people can check him, what people can do to check him out. They know his name was Siddhartha. They know he was to be king. They know he was the cream of the crop, the best prince, crown prince to be. He had many magical feats and this and that, right? Superhuman strength and stuff like that. He had many palaces, people to serve him, and he married the princess, and he had one son. So these people know. But when we talk about Buddhism, are we praying to this Buddha? So what is Buddha? 佛到底是什么? Okay? So this is the important part. If we cannot get this point right, it becomes total superstition, total idol worshipping. Okay? So what is Buddha? Buddha has got many deep aspects. What is this? What are the deep aspects? We say the deepest aspect is the aspect of the truth body. Okay? His body is that of the truth. So the second body, his body is that of enjoyment. The third body is the body that is historical body, that is Shakyamuni Buddha. But when we pray, when we bow down, we make offerings to Buddha, what on earth are we doing? Are we pleasing him? Are we doing a ransom offering? Or are we asking for favors? This we must understand. Some people feel we are like asking for favors. 那我们拜佛礼佛，就像可能呢这是我们的华人的传统无事不登三宝殿要去求的时候，要拜的时候，要有什么东西的时候，就是要去求，要去拜啦，要去烧高香啦，点灯啦，烧点纸钱啦，什么杀鸡杀猪啦，来还神啦，这个是不对的。OK， 我们供佛，我们供佛。So now my turn speak some Chinese。那我们供佛主要的含义是，我们知道，这是为了我们的将来累积无量的福田。所以我们讲说，我们修佛，我们修佛到底是要做什么？有几样东西是同时要做到的。我们是要学佛、修佛、念佛、练佛，还有做佛。OK， 那到底我们身为佛教徒，我们是要做什么？ Okay? So we ourselves as a Buddhist, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to study the philosophy of Buddhism so as it can train us to rethink and realign the perception of our life. 学佛. Then we have to recite prayers. The purpose of reciting prayer is not to please Buddha or please any God. The purpose of reciting prayer is like studying. It is a cultivation of inner discipline and the cultivation of going through the motions to remind ourselves. It's like you're reading the same storybook again and again, or a same textbook. Today I read this and then I get this message. Another day I read the same thing, I get another message. Right? Right? 学佛念佛然后呢要做佛要修佛。So 修佛 means we have to put this into action. Readjust not only our thought, we have to readjust our action, our body, our speech. Because we readjust our mind, we cannot just readjust our mind and don't do anything about it. That's why we say, there's no point saying that you want to do this and do that, but you just think and you just talk and then have no action. This is also impossible. This is also not right. So we are responsible to act out. We are responsible to do the practice. Similar, if you want to be a professor or you want to be a doctor, first you have to study, then you have to understand, then you need to cut the dead bodies up, right? Right? 解剖，对吧? Yeah, you need to do post-mortem and then you need to study the human body and this and that. Right? You need to be there to cut, you need to be there to understand, and then you need to be there to do something. Then after that, you need to practice it. You need to do it. 做佛. You need to be the one. We are responsible to be the one to make this alive. This is something that many people are not willing to do. Okay? Why are we not willing to do? Because yesterday in class I did say, I did say that we are attached to this life. But what does it mean by this life? What does it mean by your soul? 你的神魂或者是你的是呢？我只是用这个叫做，有一些人叫做三魂七魄，有一些人叫做神魂，有一些叫灵魂，有一些叫元神，这个不重要So we all watch Oprah before, right? Have you watched Oprah before?
Oprah,
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I don't know about your opera, but the Chinese opera is, I think, in the world, one of the most dramatic operas. Yeah, where we paint the face that you almost cannot see who the person is. And then
Opera. Very different. It says Oprah Winfrey. Oh, we were thinking.
看大戏吧，对吧？Better I speak Chinese.
I said that.
So 那我们看大戏的，你到底如果我们在看关羽，你是看关羽还是看那个人？你正在看戏的时候，你是在看戏还是看人？看戏吧，对吗？那我们现在呢，互相看来看去，是看人还是看神？啊？我们现在互相看来看去，我们在看互相的外表，就像看戏，明白吗？你看我好像在看戏啊 ，You looking at me like watching. How do you pronounce?
Opera.
Opera. Opera. Oh gosh. Oprah is a show. Yeah.
It's a person. It's a person.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey is a person, right? Yeah. So, if you watch this, so right now, you watch this opera, and you look at the person when you watch, you pay money to go and watch this. Are you watching the show? Or are you watching the person behind that show? Huh? You pay for the entertainment of that aspect, isn't it? So right now, we must realign ourselves to see everything as an illusion. Yesterday I said one of my students, I was talking about one of my students. I think he's born when his father was already, he's the youngest son of many, many children, and I think his father, when he was born, his father was already about 60 years old. And so when the father brought him to school and everything, so he was very embarrassed and said that that's your grandfather. And the father already took not much vitality to keep up with the son. So somehow he says, because I needed my father's attention so much, a man's attention, then he blamed that because of that he became gay. So again, this is a real case. And then I say to him, if you are gay, then just be natural. Don't blame your father. Okay? Another case. A man, I know. Okay? And what happened? When he was young, his mother always working, right? And left to the care of a helper, domestic helper. And at home, only domestic helper and grandmother. So he don't see mother, only sometimes see father. Or mother always working. Mother is a high flyer. And he grew up very attached to grandmother. Yeah. And then, after that, grandmother passed away. He focused, his anchor is on wife. Then, after that, anchor is on children. He cannot feel himself. And thus he was always searching, and he was everything afraid of this, afraid of that. And it's like, oh, actually he is very successful. But he cannot feel himself. He cannot anchor himself. He cannot anchor upon himself. That, or what to do. Always have to, oh, he needs his wife, he needs his children, he needs this, he needs that. Why? Because he says that he needed his mother, or his mother was always not the missing link in his life, so always needed a woman. So in practice, in reality, this practice of Buddhism is the practice of awakening of our current situation. Right? And so, that guy who was gay, always very insecure. Anybody talk to his friend, well, when he didn't have a partner, he prayed to me and said, please, Guru, bless me to have a partner. When he got a partner, he disappeared from temple. Yeah, all the aspiration of Dharma gone, everything to this life. Attachment to this life. So, when I saw him, after a few years, then he said, oh, that relationship finished. So I said, so what do you want? I said, do you want Dharma? He didn't dare to answer my question. Because we have to make the decision. To make our life meaningful or put some meaning into our life. This is Buddhism. We will all die, but how many of us will truly live? 我们每个人都会死，谁真正的活过？谁真正的感受啊？我真的是敢面对我自己，敢面对我的心灵，然后有所转机。常常都是因为要东南西北这样到处跑。Every time we are searching for some other thing to hide behind. Okay? So then so the guy who grew up and he's successful, anybody talk to his wife, even if a woman talk to his wife, he also suspicious. You see? Yeah. So then I told him, one day I told him, I said, do you own your wife or your wife own you? You know? What does it mean to be living with each other? Okay? Ultimately, is trust and support. And to help each other. And we don't have to be so frightened. And so I advise him, and the same for all of us here, I advise. We all have ups and downs. If you think, because when I'm not in America, and those of you who are practicing, and say, oh, when Rinpoche is not here, then my mood goes down, my practice goes down. Rinpoche comes, I'm up. And then I'm not here, they goes, and then you think it's waning. Then I want to tell you, I'm always here. You have to feel me beating in your heart. Every breath you take, we are connected. Because I'm saying prayer and breathing the same air that you are breathing. And I not bless people, I bless the sky, bless the land, and bless the space in between. We are connected and we are one. Okay? So, when we say, we make offering to Buddha because these are the things that we are aspiring to awaken to. Do you understand? It's like many people can talk about how well they can cook, or many people can talk about how things should be. But I myself, not a very experienced person in other things, but my experience is eating. My best experience is eating. I've eaten all my life. Yeah, my best experience is eating.
Me too.
Right? Because of eating, 因为我们吃，因为我吃，我爱吃 I understand cause and effect. 因果 I put more salt, become salty. I put more sugar, become sweet. That's it. If I try something new, and if it works out, it's a realization, it's a discovery. Right? It's a discovery. If I try something new, like putting sugar on curry, and then curry is supposed to taste spicy and salty.
Too cold.
Oh, God, please close. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because it's too nice and warm. Huh? Yeah. So, my own personal experience, which is the best one, is eating, made me awaken. But this awakening of what Buddha taught of cause and effect, which is the basic level of Buddhism, a foundational level of Buddhism, is also the awakening of another aspect, that we have to be patient and accepting of how others view things. I may like, or you may like a beefsteak, right? You like a grilled beefsteak. I may like tofu. I know some people who don't understand what tofu is, simply would not eat tofu. Right? They would not eat tofu. But to me, tofu means the ability to become anything. So therefore, tofu means something very special. Having that means a very important thing. However good we think certain things may be, not everybody accepts. And other people will always judge us according to their own experience. It may not be a reality, and most probably it's not a reality. It is only conjured by their mind, due to their fear, due to their insecurity, due to their many reasons. 因为我们自己怕，我们自己有很多种种的过去的经验，不好的经验，所以呢，我们就讲其他的人怎么样怎么样啊，他应该是好了，他应该是不好了，他怎么样啊？他又东又西了，又这个又那个，他是不是这样？其实没有人知道，对吗？同时候我们做的怎么样，再好，其他人也是会讲我们，喜欢我们的就好，不喜欢我们的不好。他自己心情好的时候呢，他就喜欢你；他心情不好的时候，他就不喜欢你。那到底什么是真实，什么是肯定的？所以我们今天我们讲什么是佛？佛就是来，佛教佛法就是来点醒我们的，让我们领悟很多的东西。那为什么我们要向他做礼拜、做供养？就是因为这个，就是因为我们需要累积福报福田。 如果你不想对他有礼拜供养，那是你自己的决定。OK， 可是最主要的礼拜就是最内心的尊敬。可我们可能我们要自己要学佛、念佛、修佛、做佛。Yeah, we have to do many things. Of all the things that I said just now, you have to go through the motion of awakening, of studying, of practicing, of action, of prayer, of practice. This is very important. 一定要这样子做。我们不这样子做的话，就是在做戏。If we don't do this, we are not doing Dharma, we are doing drama. Right? Too many drama people these days. Too many. Right? Is the air conditioning on? Maybe you should on the air conditioning. No. You can switch it on. More balanced temperature. Right? Because if not, open the doors too cold, close the doors too hot, then it goes swinging the extreme. Okay? So that's called the swinging of extreme. That is what Buddha warned us about. Okay, that was what he warned us about. Don't be in search of all beings. He said all beings want happiness, and he taught that how to achieve that happiness, but he never asked us to chase after happiness. We have to truly understand deep within ourselves that if we are always chasing after happiness, we will never be happy, because we are never contented. So when it comes to suffering, 痛苦的时候，它也不是长久的，也不是肯定的。Right? When it comes to suffering, it is not permanent. It comes and it goes. The problem is with us, we believe we did not learn from nature. We did not learn from nature. Why are we suffering? We are suffering because we are freaks of nature. What does it mean by we are freaks of nature? You want to know?
Yes.
No? Yes?
Yes.
要知道吗？我们是阴阳怪物。我在讲，我们都是阴阳怪物。What does it mean by being a freak? When the river flows, just by a split second, will the same water and be in the same spot ever again?
No.
Never, right? It always moving, always flowing, right? But can you remember your suffering when you were a child? Can you remember the suffering you had when you were a child? How misunderstood, how angry, how this, how that. Can you remember?
Yes.
Does that still bring that fire in you? Huh? Okay. If it does, you are a freak. 你就是阴阳怪人. You are a freak. Why? Every year, seasons come, seasons go. Everything keeps on moving. Everything. Nature is telling us that is a journey that we have to experience and move on. Learn from it, but don't hold on to anything. But we are freak. We believe that we are permanent. We believe the house that we have is permanent. We believe our jobs are real. We believe our money is real. We believe our name, fame, honor, everything that we do is permanent and real. That's why we cannot let go. What have we been doing? We are just collecting more and more things, collecting and collecting and collecting, and we have more and more junk. Right? 对吗？你是怪人吗？对不起，你是怪物吗？啊？你是怪物吗？哦，所以我们要从大自然的演变，我们要受到大自然的演变，的这个，他想让他来开悟我们，这个就是佛教佛法的奥妙。所以什么是佛？ So what I'm saying is, we have to learn, use nature. Buddha taught of nature. Lord Buddha taught of nature. And he said very clearly, everything is impermanent. Why are we suffering? Because we are insisting that everything is permanent. Your childhood is already over. Your past, even if you had what? Your grandparents maligned you, your parents maligned you, you had a fight, somebody's created something, or maybe you had a divorce, and or somebody sabotaged, or somebody, how did it say, accused you of something you didn't do, and then you went to jail, or you had to suffer the result. And it is unfortunate, I understand. But then, let us all support each other, not laugh at each other, be with each other, and help each other move on. That is what Buddha is. Most of us want to pray because we want to continue to have many things. But personally, how I pray, I always pray for you, all of you. I don't want I'm not asking you for your money, I'm not asking you for your husband or your wife or your house or your this or your children or your clothes or your... What I want is I'm asking you for I'm just asking you for your attention. Bring yourself to your own attention. Give yourself some attention. We 常常都需要其他人来关怀我们，关爱我们，为什么不要关怀关爱自己呢？那其他的人关怀关爱我们，爱我们，疼我们的时候，我们也什么时候知道是可以接受，什么时候觉得不够，这个也是又是看我们的心情。所以我们到底是什么，我们也是无常不定的。今天知道我们过去的痛苦，今天知道了我们过去，我不要讲说犯错。I don't want to say in the past you made mistake, because I think we need to drop the word mistake. We need to drop this word faults, mistakes, and wrongs. We just need to know everything that happened. We made the best decision as according to the conditions at that time. Right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. 我们当时做出的决定都是当时的因缘所有的，可能不是我们所要的，可是是我们当时只能够得到或者享受到或者是拥有的，可能不是最好的。哦，有人问我，什么是爱？叫我解释，什么是爱，跟什么是婚姻。那我察觉了一段时间，我在想要怎么讲。那我现在，就回答。So somebody asked me, what is the difference between love and marriage? Because it also happens in Singapore. I have some students also have some love difficulty or marriage difficulty. They mix up love and marriage. So they come and ask me, Rinpoche, what is love? What is marriage? You want to know my truthful answer?
Yes.
You want to know?
Yes.
Okay. I said, go out. Oh. Okay, maybe I change it to America style. Go out and to the cornfield. Maybe use corn. Been seeing corn a lot these days. Go out to the cornfield and find the most beautiful corn or biggest corn that you love. Okay? And so this person goes out to the cornfield. Some have this corn, some have that corn, and when you got this corn and you see that corn better, then don't want this corn. And then when you got that corn, you said the other corn even bigger than that corn. Then realize this corn too big, just now that corn better. You know. But then think that once I go back to the second corn, third corn also nice. Yeah. So that is called love.
Yes. Yes.
The next one is always
Huh? What? The next corn is always better, right? Yeah. This is, I say, called love. You agree? You agree? 对吗？不敢讲啊，不敢讲是吧？讲死也不对，不讲也不讲对也死，不讲不对也死，对吧？进退两难，左右为难的。
所以师父是下一个男人都会最好，对不对？
啊？
下一个男人
永远最好。She's saying that so the next man will always be better. What is supposed to be good isn't good enough? Huh? Yeah. So then ask me, what is marriage? I said, marriage. Go to the corn, go and find the corn that you feel comfortable with. Yeah. And then that person went out to find a corn, not too big, not too small. Yeah. Brought it here, and then I said, love is always not enough, looking for which one is better. Marriage is deciding which one it is, and then you can relax. It's a companionship. Okay? There is love, there is comfortable. Right? So marriage is also like a guru-disciple relationship. Guru-disciple relationship or practice with Buddha is not about love. It's not. If you have, I always tell my student in Singapore, never fall in love with your guru. Rise in love. When you rise, we all rise together. If you fall, many people has been falling in love even with each other. Right? How can, if you fall in love with your guru, you so much suffering. Why? Because the guru always on hot air balloon and you're down there. Say, hey, come down, fall down with me. Oh, guru's there. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So, understand. Oh, we have to rise in love. Don't fall in love. Even you have already married, then rise in love with your partner. Even you are not married, you have a partner. Rise in love with your partner. Don't pick on the small things because you suddenly now you feel insecure, then you pa. These are the things that our ancestors did, right? Our grandparents probably always quarrel neck and this and that. Maybe our parents also quarrel neck, correct or not? Right? Whether you're Indian, Chinese, white, grey, black, purple, blue, pink, Jewish, whatever, everything, all the colors and everything, right? All same, correct?
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah.
对吧？对不对？咱们的祖先是不是这样？啊，大多数都是这样。right？ 哦，什么老夫老妻，老夫老妻都是来吵架的，找人吵架的。All husband, all wife, purpose is so that they are very convenient to fight with each other. Correct? Right? Yeah. I always look at these clowns. Okay? So, appreciation is the way that we must now change. What is the best way to express love? Is appreciation. I appreciate my students coming with me to help, and so what do? I do what I love to do. I cook and I eat. My cooking's very terrible. Okay? I always, it's like I just throw everything into the pot and boil, and after that can eat, and somehow everything goes wrong. Okay? Huh?
It's love, not marriage.
Yeah, my cooking is love, not marriage, he says. Yeah. So, I appreciate, that's why I cook. But if I want to say, I am teacher, no teacher do for student like this. That's why this harmony happens. I am this position. I am husband, wife must listen to me. I am wife, husband cannot go out. Then is no meaning. 廣東話結婚是叫結婚，結嚟做咩？結咗又分。 啊啊，说中文听不懂啊？结婚对吧？结婚呢，在广东话呢，就听起来像结了又分，结分啊，借分啊。啊，结在一起就发昏了，啊，and so，what is Buddha? Buddha means he's everywhere, he's everything in your life. So that's what I said earlier on. You want to put meaning in your life, or you want to make your life meaningful? Right? Because too many people have been putting meanings in our own life. They want their meaning in our life. Right? Like I said, when you're growing up, you are always expected to be what your seniors or your ancestors couldn't do. Did you have that stress? Did you ever have that stress? Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe your father didn't study in the university, so when you grow up, you must study hard, so I want you can go to university. I never had the chance to go to university. When you grow up, you should do. So is it your choice? Is it your life, or you are living your life to fulfill the dreams of people who are going to die or maybe dead? 明白吗？ Do you understand? Right? We here now really need to start to make our own life meaningful by awakening from within. Not living our life according to the meaning of others, in which grandmother, grandfather, father, mother, and relatives and uncles and aunties and brothers and sisters and everybody come and telling us, you this, that, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, everything. Everybody come and tell us, and then what happens? We are confused. And then what happens when we are told to do so many things, and everybody wants everybody to do everything, or wants us to do everything? We become rebellious in teenage years, right? So, how many of you were rebellious teenagers? How many of you were rebellious? 谁在10多来岁的时候是叛逆的？啊？我不知道，对，他们不是，他们是神仙啊，活神仙。对吧？谁不叛逆的？你超好的。Okay, so now I want to say, is there a case of people who are not rebellious in teenage year? Yes. Then they become rebellious all their life. I'm speaking from experience. I was not rebellious. My mother said I was really a sheep. Yeah. No, I was a sheep because I did everything she wanted me to do. Yeah, until I went to Nepal. Yeah, when I learned Buddhism, I started to evolve. I started to question. I started to think. Actually, I personally don't feel I was really a white sheep, because I always asked my mother. I irritated the hell out of her. I pity my mom. I would ask her questions that she couldn't answer, and her answer to me was, "It last time like that, now like that, next time also like that. Stop asking me why." Right? And then after a while, it seems that whatever I ask, I get the same answer. So that means I knew this is not what I'm searching for. So I went to ask my grandmother. My grandmother gave me more superstitious answers, because you didn't pray. And then I went to ask my great-grandmother, because my grandmother was living with my great-grandmother. I asked my great-grandmother many questions. My great-grandmother made me feel something really, really special. My great-grandmother told me, as a matter of fact, all your questions that you asked me, I also asked when I was a young girl. And that time China was Qing dynasty. Qing Chao. Yeah. And and she told me that whatever she asked was also given, because it was done like that, thus in future, now like that, future like that. But she told me that I must keep on asking, because in the past there was no education. She said that she had no education. And so my great-grandmother told me, the way to answer your questions is to have a meaningful education. She didn't ask me to do well in school. That was the best part. My great-grandmother told me, say, you go to school, you study, you learn, but better you must understand. If you understand, you don't need to learn. My great-grandmother passed away when I was 11 years old. So I spent quite a lot of time with her. But my great-grandmother is totally illiterate. And she always told me stories about how China was when she was young. Yeah. So I have understanding of how people led their lives in Qing dynasty. 清朝的时候人家的日子是怎么过的，怎么样啊，他都有告诉我。好像七月的最后一天，地藏菩萨诞，他说那就不可以倒水出去，因为是地藏王，他在地里面住了，所以不可以倒水，倒水他就湿了。Yeah, but my great-grandmother said, there's this god of the earth on that day. There is the celebration day for the god of the earth. Okay? And so on that day, don't throw water into the ground. So I had this kind of very strange look give to my great-grandmother and my grandmother. But I told her, I said, thank you for telling me. I will remember. But I said, in modern times now, water just flows down the sink. You don't need to throw water anymore. Yeah. And so, my great-grandmother really was my first Dharma teacher. She told me, don't be superstitious, because she lived through a very superstitious period in her life. Okay, at that time, she said, most people are uneducated. Her generation cannot read, cannot write. And she said, nowadays, everybody seems to be like taking black magic pills. I said, what's black magic pills? She told me Western medicine. You see, you eat this and you feel good. It's like black magic, she says. Yeah. And then she told me, says like, this is like opium. You don't feel well, you eat a small pill of opium and you feel good. Yeah. But that was in 1980s, early 80s. Yeah. So she told me many stories and things like that. So let's bring with that all this experience, 这些经验来问, or come and see why then should I want to practice to become a Buddha? Main thing now is this: we are not practicing to become God, because there's enough God already. In this world, too many gods, but not enough Buddha, not enough awakened ones. You and I practice together to become awakened. So that, what does it mean to be awakened? We have to make ourselves empty, to clean up our old concepts. 我们以前学过的，以前练过的，以前想过的，人家告诉我们的这应该怎么想，应该这个，应该那个，全部要把它丢掉。We should throw all the old concepts away and start to reflect upon everything, every aspect in our life. And then we will feel connected and empowered and liberated. Most of us want liberation, but we are enslaved by ignorance. For example, do you know when you are going to die? Do you know when you are going to die? Do you know what is going to happen tomorrow? You see? So, since we don't know, it means we are ignorant. 因无知，所以我们虽然很想知道很多东西，所以我们去问其他的人。那问其他的人，那些是假的骗子，就告诉我们这个那个，然后跟我们讲你要做这个要那个，要出很多钱啊，要这个那个。所以我跟你讲，最好就是我们自己要领悟，自己要觉悟，找到一个可靠的师父。怎么知道这个师父可不可靠？就是你要试探他。You must find a reliable guru. How do you know if this guru is reliable? You must test him. How to test him is your own, is how deep you can test depends on how open your heart is. If you cannot open your heart, how to test? Right? If you don't open your mouth, how to put the thermometer inside? So it really takes two hands to clap. We open our heart and share, and then we have to experience the Guru also opening his heart and transferring the light from within to you. But if you are not empty and you are filled with gunk in your soul, you are not able to, you may not even have a candle inside your heart. So we have to really spend time, quiet time, think about to reflect on what do you want to achieve together with others, and what do we ourselves want to achieve with ourselves. Most of us can say what we want to achieve with others because it's always about others, 跟别人有关，跟我们自己无关。所发生的一切东西都是因为其他的人的错，或者是其他人帮我，或者是其他人的扶持。可是自己有没有那个能力啊？哦，所以我们自己要自食其力。这个是很重要。哦，最差的就是什么都要听别人说的。The weakest are those who are followers and not listeners. The greatest are those who are listeners and not commentators. OK？ 我们现在这个社会，太多人要讲话，要发表意见，却不会听不到其他人讲什么。Today is everybody want to say something, want to speak their mind, but nobody can. But they don't have the skill to listen. Thus, miscommunication. Did I say something wrong? Because everybody is like, you all having this look, you know.
We're listening.
Oh, so sweet. Okay, so really we should make a conscious decision to first listen. Listen not to collect information or knowledge, but listen to understand and feel. 我们现在什么都不听，也不喜欢听人家说，听也不是因为听来了啊，也不要去了解，不要去感受，所以呢，最后就变成知识化了，知识分子。It's like big pot of hot water or big pot of water, you put all the ingredients inside, but all the ingredients are vacuum packed. Oh, 如果你要熬一锅汤，东西全部材料放进去，都是放进去的，只是这个东西都是真空包住的。
So they don't mix.
Yeah, they cannot mix and they cannot combine. We have to mix and we have to combine. 要熬一锅汤，东西全部要切好，然后放进去，然后要煮。Imagine if you boil a pot of soup and suddenly the celery says, I don't like you, carrot. Stay away. Right? Yeah. Oh, carrot, stay away from me. You go to that part of the pot and make sure your smell don't get over my side. Right? We can laugh because that's the way our society is now. We live together but don't know one another. Right? You so-called want to learn Dharma, want to be awakened, but you are so filled with I don't understand what he's talking about. So I just don't come. Or I just this, or I just that. 那我们为什么要听课？我们为什么要学佛？听清楚，我们现在用的这个字是学佛，是学怎么做佛，对吗？所以叫学佛嘛，不是学佛法嘛。哦 In Chinese, the translation means we are here to learn to become Buddha, but English don't express it that way. English express as you are here to learn the teaching of Buddha, learn the Dharma, right? Right? You say you come to learn Dharma, you come to attend Dharma teaching, right? That's how we say in English, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? But in Chinese, it means it's not expressed like that. Chinese translation is I come to learn Buddha, which means I come to learn how to become a Buddha.
学佛跟修行是两回事。
学佛跟修行，你要讲 no. You learn is 学佛，修行 is practice. You can learn to trim a bonsai, but if you don't practice it, it's gone. So learning is one thing, but being brave and disciplined to do it is another. Like I saw 2014 photograph of Babette. And then I saw the photograph, I was laughing away. You see? And I said, wow, now Babette really changed. At that time, Babette says, I'm sorry, I cannot make frustrations because of my knee and this and that. Have pain. But I think you lost half your size. You should try. You see? Why is your body changing but your mind is still old you? The old you. Similarly, why are you now, 你现在已经是今天的你，为什么你还活在你的过去？你过去的过去的无奈，为什么你还要活在你过去的无奈？让你过去的种种的痛苦、无奈的那些情况、状况来，让你不能够好好的演变的，把你演变成一个更好的、更新的、更有用的你。So what I said, why are you now, you are here today, but you still live in your old past belief, old past, 无奈叫什么？哪里吧？无奈叫什么？English, how to say?
Frustration. Uncontrollable.
Frustration, uncontrollable frustrations. Why? Today we are here, but why are we still living in our past uncontrollable, beyond control frustration, uncontrollable frustration? We have to make our decision to let that flow off now. If you don't trust your husband, try. Okay? Talk why you like this or why you like that. If you don't trust your teenage child, try. Yesterday I said, right, about children, yeah, don't touch the kettle because it's hot, it will burn you. Right? I would say, this is the kettle, hot water. This is the cream when it's painful. Okay? The child would think, painful? And then after that, somehow, somewhere, they will scare themselves into not doing it. But if you tell the child, don't touch, last word is touch. Right? Don't do this. Last two words are?
Do this.
Yeah. It is a suggestion because we are all overgrown, rebellious teenagers. Aren't we all? Hello?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No? No? Yeah. Carrie says no. Yeah. Okay. So, 那我们到底是现在几点了？我讲很久了。Yeah. I think we should go home now. It's already 8:20. Yesterday also I talk.
Yesterday we got kicked out of the library. We don't have to leave.
We don't have to leave.
We don't have to leave.
I say, no. People will get hungry. People have questions? Do you have questions? Is anybody? Yes.
Rinpoche, one question is, the Buddha left his wife and son in search of truth. Now there is a school of thought in India who says that the Buddha did not do his duty towards his wife and son. Yet his focus was turned outwards. Can you give us, some what you think of this train of thought?
Okay. And now I tell you. If there's war, and the husband do duty to country or do duty to family? Duty to family, wife and son, and run away from war? Or to defend your country and defend your people? Which one is greater? Hmm?
我觉得一个人首先应该先从保护好自己的家庭。如果他做得好，他有更多能力，然后他可以给社会做一些事。如果再好，他才会为国家做事。如果一连小事都做不好，他不可能做大。但是很多人从小都是想着我要长大了，要做一个很大的，然后再过2年，就是总是想大了，没有做眼前。
So, do you understand what I said to you?
Yeah.
Now she tell me this. She says, she feels people should take care of the family.
First.
Huh? She said, should take care of family first. And if you can take care of the family, then take care of the country. Tell me then, in reality, if you are living in Syria now, and a bomb blasts next to your house. So, my truthful thing is, I'm not here to challenge or argue about what you think. I'm here to say that there are many things in many times, in many situations are beyond you and my control. Right? I agree with you. She said, everybody wants to do great things, but they cannot even do the small things right. This is what she says. What she says is not wrong. Not wrong. Like, how can you have a big tree if the tree didn't grow from a small seed? Not wrong. But right now is this. What is the burning situation there and then? Which in a modern way of saying is, what is, yes, we said something or did something, but in what context? Many people want to say, you said this, you did this, that person did this, that person said this, but in what context they don't say. So they suit and mix everything that's only suitable for themselves. So which one is correct? Which one then is beneficial? Do you understand? Right? So 你讲的是没有错，可是我现在的就是讲，我不是在讲说谁对谁错，是说当时如果是状况，对你有照顾孩子，你有照顾老公啊，你工作做得很好，可是国家当乱，一粒炸弹就炸在你的门前，你怎么办？所以思想 ideology is one thing, condition is another. Ideology, so many great ideologies, so many great Tibetan lamas, so many great practitioners. When China come attack Tibet, then what happened? Booms, that's it. Right? I also don't know what's going on in Syria. All I know is poor little children are dying and crying, and my heart goes to the victims. Frankly speaking, when there's so much fighting and this and that, I don't know who's right, who is wrong anymore. I just want to save the little children. You understand what I'm saying? The adults, I don't know what to do with them. Because everybody is so fixated. They feel they are right, they feel they are right. Everybody is right, then who is righter than right? And who is left? I'm left. Everybody gone, I'm left here. So I take the children with me and run. So everybody is right, I'm left. I'm left behind. You understand? Right? Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to be the way how things should be, correct way. That is the way. That is the this. This is how society wants or believes that the things should be. Yeah. So, what she say and what you say and what you all believe, even though it's not wrong, in the time of peace, it is okay. In the time of burning situation where it's of difficulty, in that context, is it right or is it beneficial? We have to see it that way. So many Indians, many pundits have many schools of thought and ideology of how this, that. But very frankly speaking, you can think what you want. They can think what they want. It's their human right. I respect their school of thought. I respect. You like? You happy? Okay. Any other question? Yes.
But wouldn't it be like an awakening of spirituality to the whole world? Wouldn't that be the changing of the mind, that how he would change the outcome, how he would change from family first to the whole world because of his awakening? Wouldn't it be along those lines? Now considering the whole world and his family and his responsibility.
Let's just put it another way. Would this world be the same if there was no Buddha? That's it. Say thank you to him, okay, afterwards. Light a candle and say thank you, sir. Right? You understand? Light a candle and say thank you. Thank you for being my light. Yeah. Offer the light puja to Buddha. Flower puja. Just puja means offering. Thanksgiving offering. Of course, puja sounds more mysterious. Any other questions? Yes.
Well, I have a question about, sometimes I feel like there's a desire to be more spiritual or have a more spiritual life, but that there's kind of a fear about, not being like everyone else. And I was just wondering.
Am I like everyone else?
No, so isn't that lonely though, I mean, you want to strive for enlightenment, but not many people are enlightened, and that's kind of a lonely thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but loneliness is your aspect of loneliness. Your loneliness. Okay, let's put it this way. One. Please take soybean or take the whole mandala here. I give you experiential teaching, and I will give you a present. Thank you. Now you are like this soybean seed. Soybean seed, right? It's a seed, isn't it? And you want to be this, and you're afraid to be different. Now, in spirituality, when you have decided, when you decide, then you just be brave and get wet. Don't sit by the swimming pool with to wet the toes and test the water. Do I want? Do I don't want? Do I want? Do I don't want? Do I want? Do I don't want? Just jump. Just jump. After you jump, will you suffer? Yes, because you regret now. I don't want to be wet. But then it will take time where it will start to sprout. And then when it sprouts and everything becomes big, let's say if it's not a soybean, it becomes a tree. Branches can be cut down to carve into plates, big wooden plates. And then after that, when I have a big wooden plate, can I hold many, many small seeds together? Can I hold different things together? So how can I be lonely? You are lonely because you didn't mix around with others. But you are like a celery in a vacuum pack celery in a pot of soup. You understand? When you can grow, when you want to do and you aspire to it, then give yourself time. Be patient. Okay? Or don't say be patient. Be patient is always saying that you are not a patient person. Sorry. I apologize. Be adventurous. Be adventurous. Once you have touched spirituality, once you experience electric lights, do you still need fireplace and you still need lights and this and that? Do you need? We don't need, but it was nice to have. Right? It's nice to have a fireplace, and we don't need fireplaces today, but it's a nice to have. So, that's my answer. Right? Be adventurous. When you have the spirit of adventure, then you are a real ranger. Yeah. So you will be the protector of the animals and the protector of other beings. Right? If not, you will forever be waiting for other people to protect you. Other people to bless you, other people to help you, other people to this and that for you. Right? So like I said, Buddhism, many people don't like because it makes you adventurous. It makes you brave. it makes you rebel against what was the traditional right way to do things. Yeah, and that's, yeah. Okay. Any other question? Yes, please.
It's a story of the Romeo and Juliet. It's a marriage story or it's a love story?
Marriage story or love story?
I want to hear this answer.
You want this answer?
Yes, I want to hear this answer.
You're very cheeky, yeah. You really want to hear my answer? It's a tragic love marriage. It is a tragic love marriage because I think the family wanted them to be with somebody else. Right? And then, so it's a, and it ended up as a tragedy, isn't it? Romeo and Juliet. So to me, that's my truthful answer. It's a tragic love marriage. So that's my truthful answer. There's everything in it. That's why it's tragic. Why did they die? Because the families, they themselves believe that they are permanent. And the enmity between the families and this and that cause untold suffering. So are we like the families of Romeo and Juliet? Right? So I'm very inspired by what Babette told me the other day about her husband Skip. She told me that Skip told her that when his father or mother passed away.
Oh, his mother.
His mother. Skip's mother told him, yeah, that if, and how you express, please, you say, I say that.
His mother told him
Before she died.
Yes. That if you try, I think this is what you're referring to.
Yes, yes.
If you try to keep your partner, well, actually, she told him when he was a teenager.
Mm.
She was alive for longer than that. But she told him when he was a young man that if he tried to keep his future wife or partner away from their passion, away from whatever it was that they loved the most, that person would probably leave him.
Mm. Thank you. So do not keep your partner or your loved one away from what interests them or ignite that passion in them. So we have to. I thought that was a very beautiful advice from Skip's mother. That's a very wise saying. Yeah. But today, how many people can do that? How many people can? Right? So I feel, because I learned this way of this such an expression that I thought, oh, I want to say it out during the class. Everybody should learn from Skip's mother. Please tell Skip I said this. Yeah, in memory of his mom. I don't know her name. Barbara. Oh, same like you, yeah. Yes. Baby Barbara. Baby Barbara. Wow, no wonder Skip likes you. Same name as Mommy. And do you know something? From my own observation, 我察觉过, men always choose the wife that is like their mother.
Oh no. I am the farthest away from David's mother.
No.
Even imagine.
Woohoo! Similar qualities, maybe. Right? Maybe you are the one in a million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
But always I observe, 我察觉到 哦，就是那个男的找他老婆，就很像他妈妈的那种，对吗？
No. How about we choose husband?
Oh, you choose husband also same. I've seen also， 我也是看过，那个女的找她老公，好像她父亲这样的。The girl find the husband also similar like the father. The father is a boring man. You have a boring husband. If the father was a energetic and cheeky, fun-loving man, she would have an energetic and cheeky and fun-loving husband. That's my own observation. Not all 100%, mostly end up like that. 有道理吗? Is it your observation? Do you see more of such a pattern? Yeah, I don't know. My condition I see is like that. Right? So the next time, if you want to remarry, oh sorry. Yes.
So what's the moral of your observation? It's
Karma.
yes, I was going when we reincarnated, choose our next life.
No. What I want to say is this. People, if they did not learn their karmic lesson, will still have to face the same type of situation. Very, very bad-tempered mother, if he did not learn how to deal with it and evolve out of it, he would end up accepting a very, very bad-tempered lady for his wife. But if he learned his karmic lesson on how to go beyond that, he knows there is no need to have such a woman as a partner or wife or soulmate, whatever. So that's why it's not good to marry early. Personally, that's how I feel. Don't marry too early. You can live together, you can whatever, right? And evolve. But nowadays people don't marry. That's the thing, they don't even marry. 哦。
这个我想问一下基督，因为我不是一个基督徒，也不是一个佛教徒，我是一个旁观者这个。但是我就想问一下，从中西方这个基督教和佛教，就是说，我看西方人通过今天的讲座就能看出来，他们问的问题很多，就是说他们是 open 的，西方人比较开放，然后东方人比较含蓄。那我就想知道基督教和佛教是不是？因为佛教我感受的说的东西是要求人们从自身心里去感受，就是好像一种含蓄的去感受。然后基督教有时候听是感觉是，它是好像是神在那儿，然后拥抱你就好像是张开双臂，你是要去，好像是特别，就是我感觉东西方的文化的角度上，能不能告诉我，就是说信佛教的人是不是要从内心里？你看你们的所有的仪式都比较，就是那种很敬畏的那种。就是那种，然后西方的那种唱圣歌啊什么这种，咱们那个是念经，都是那种，就是我感觉上一种中西方文化的差距，所以我想知道，从佛教和基督教的对这种神和佛的那种感悟是怎么去接受的，这种就想知道这个。
要知道吗？你真的要知道吗？
对。
哦，我怕你全部其他基督教的朋友会杀了我。She's asking me what is the fundamental difference between Buddhism and Christianity. So the long and short of it. You want to know the answer? You want to know? Is it beneficial for you and me to know? I already know, sorry. In Christianity, they claim God is everywhere and God created everything. 听懂吗？我再回答你的。
sorry， 我刚才不懂你说。
Okay, so in Christianity, God is everything. God is everywhere. Accept God or go to hell.
他是这么说的。
Okay? In Christianity, God is King, God is Lord, God is heaven, God is God. And you need to pay 10% of your salary to build God's kingdom. And so therefore, to be a Christian, you have to be a slave. In Buddhism, and I believe Native American religion, we are free. We want to become God. Right? We have that God nature in us. In Buddhism, Buddha is here to teach us to awaken ourselves. And then we are the seed that can grow into a great tree, where birds and squirrels and everything all can come and play on our body. And we are the sky, and we are the land, and we are the space, and we are the water, and we are the lake. So fundamentally, we are totally two different style. So if you like to be a slave, by all means, and go to God, keep God, make Him happy, pray to Him, and so this is fundamentally how my Christian friends wanted to convert me. Yeah, I was like a what do you call? I'm like the trophy for them. Whoever can convert me is really have the. They said they used the. I remember. Whoever can convert me will definitely have a special place in the kingdom of God. So I thought, oh shit, I'm like a prostitute.
No, you are Pokemon with a lot of points.
What?
You are the Pokemon.
Oh, I'm the Pokemon with a lot of points. Yeah. So whatever we are like I'm like a love. Is a difference like love and marriage. Christianity is about love. Buddhism is about marriage. Huh?
哦，这个比喻
我觉得一个是他能，一个是我会。
他
能就 Christianity 就是说，上帝能对你怎么怎么样。Buddhism 告诉你会变成。
对，我觉得这个我能感受到哈，就是说中西方文化导致的。因为有时候分析很多事情的时候，要看它文化的根基，就像两棵树一样。现在两棵树随着国际平台，它都搭在一起了，树叶也一样。你老远看呀，中西方是一样的，但是这两棵树，你要想知道它的就是不同，必须摘下叶子来。你看都是一样的形状，但是你只有咀嚼之后 ，taste 以后，你才能知道它为什么不一样的味道。不一样味道，你要顺着树叶找，最后要找到根。我认为东方文化就是含蓄，然后西方是 open， 所以它从神的上面，你看神它就是个天，在那儿，然后我们那个Buddha是在心里，就说我们是从内心去感受，就像他说我能最后，对他，然后这神呢就是他能照着就那种，我就感觉是这样的，就是这种感觉。
所以我都讲了哦，就是他什么都能，可是呢，就是没有你不能。
对他就是说特别，他给人设计的一个空间就是说，希望你就是在那儿很高，然后希望你飞上去，不就是我们是希望就是说， 佛教是希望你能够，它给你足够的自由，让你就是说去感悟自由的生长，然后长成大，
没错，该
然后自由的感受那个阳光啊，就是一种，我觉得没有那种压迫。
对，没有压迫，也没有那种压力，也没有那个讲说哦，你要怎么样，要怎么样，要怎么样。
对。
哦，你自己会自然的怎么样的怎么样。
对对对，你说的那，就是说，所以也别过多的给它浇水或者什么，就是顺其自然，长成大队。
啊，所以也是要经验，要经验的。好，Did you translate?
She paints it really beautifully, you know. So we just translate roughly that she thinks that the fundamental differences between Christianity and Buddhism lies in the roots, has its roots in the differences between the cultures of the East and the West. Yeah. But she does it so beautifully, you know, talking about the two trees growing and merging together, and yeah.
Yeah, and so maybe different people have a different style, different. So is Christianity suitable for people? Yes. Christianity is also suitable for people. So is Buddhism suitable for people? Yes. Is Hinduism suitable for people? Yes. Is Islam suitable for people? Yes. All suitable because they make people who really practice them become better than themselves, than their old selves. That's it. Yeah. If you practice, the real practitioner, they practice, the result will always be the better than their old selves. That is evolution.
So if one religion's after practice become a little inclination to kill, is that better or worse?
One religion to ask people to kill, is that better or worse? My answer is this, that those are terrorists, not religion. They misunderstood the real practice. If that religion, if they think that religion is like that or like this, then that means how come not all people who follow that religion are like this or like that? Only some. Only some.
That's because that's their misinterpretation of the teachings of that religion.
Yes, because their misinterpretation is based, again, like what I said, of their own insecurity. Because they believe they are permanent and they are real. Yes.
One thought that Buddha's central message was to us humanity that be independent.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rely on idols, don't rely on gurus. Buddha denied the Vedas. Don't need the Vedas. You can attain nirvana by yourself. He said in the Dhammapada, if I remember, be like the rhinoceros.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere he said. So when I think of Buddha, I think of the infinite. That is his, and he taught humanity has to be independent, not be dependent on all these.
That is, in one aspect is true. In one aspect is true. In another aspect, he did also say one need to find a reliable guide.
Guru.
Yes. As a companion. Because if not, then it becomes like top down and becomes like Christianity and God and earth. Sangha means journey together. Not walk in front of you, not walk behind you, but walk with you. Okay? So I think complete tonight's class. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you. And good night. And a good dinner. Or good supper. Okay? And be happy.
Thank you very much.